Welcome to the first episode of Tips for a Balanced Business Owner Life. I'm Christine Golden. My company is Golden Consulting, and we offer operations support and event planning for businesses. I've been working in the field of operations for over a decade, running my business and also running the day-to-day tasks of other people's businesses. And over the years, I developed some handy tips and tricks that help me feel organized and grounded in my life and also in my business. Today's theme is routines. Whether you're more spontaneous or regimented, every business owner can benefit from having routines. They create a foundation for productivity and also balance in your life and your business. Today, we're going to talk about 4 specific routines that I implement in my life every day. Number 1, waking up 2 hours before my first appointment. Now, no routine is more important than your morning routine. And this has been the single best change I've made in my life in the new year. Now, what do I do with those 2 hours? I do a workout, I sometimes meditate, I have a leisurely breakfast, I review my calendar, I read some news. All of these things ground me and make me feel motivated, make me feel productive, get my day off to a good start, while also giving me time to relax into my day. You know, I started my business because I wanted to feel autonomous in my life and feel like I owned my time and had control over it. And giving myself that breathing room in the morning makes all the difference in setting me up for success for the rest of my day. Number 2, keeping diligent records. This means doing something right the first time, which always saves you time and mental energy. An example of this, I have business expenses almost every day. As soon as I have the expense and have the receipt in hand, I log it in a spreadsheet, or you could do so in your accounting software, and I scan the receipt into a digital file on my computer. Doing this every day diligently takes maybe 5 minutes of time. But what it saves me is hours and dreading having to access a large file of receipts that I've saved over the course of a year. This is just one small example of how being diligent and on top of your record keeping can really keep you efficient, but also keep your mental clarity, which gives you more energy to do the things that are a little bit harder and take a little more brain power in your business and in your day. So let's dig a little bit deeper into the concept of keeping records. There are many things that cross your desk, cross your email every day that you can easily lose track of. Information that you might need later on that you're not going to know where to find it 6 months or a year from now. Recognizing those things that need to be cataloged and organized and filed in the right place saves you so much time and energy later on. Things like a Zoom link that I'm going to need a week from now. I'm going to pull that out of the email and put it right into my calendar now and be diligent. Things like a miscellaneous PDF. It's informational, but I don't really have the time to read it right now. I might need it someday down the road. So I put it into a file, say a file labeled Save for Later, or interesting things I want to revisit. That way, when I think of it a year from now and say, where did that PDF go? I know exactly what file it's in. These are just a few examples of ways that being diligent and processing information efficiently and diligently keeps you organized, not only now, but is also looking after your future self. Number 3, I never do the same thing twice. This is similar to keeping diligent records, but this is about automating as much as you can and saving templates for things or emails or documents that you send out and update regularly. So if there's an email I send out weekly, I'm going to save a copy of that into the appropriate file so that I'm not having to write it from scratch every week. I can go copy and paste it and update it. This saves an amazing amount of mental energy, and you'd be surprised how those little teeny tasks can really deplete your energy and leave you just blah by the end of the day. So this protects my energy and also makes things a little bit easier for me in the future. Similar to this, if I'm doing something for the first time that's kind of tricky, that takes some figuring out, I follow my steps and write them down for future reference. Something like in my business, I'm often creating Eventbrite pages. For the first time when I made an Eventbrite page, I wrote down every step I did to create it, making a template for myself to follow the next time I was going to do it. The next time, it was easier. The third time, it was even easier. Now I do it from memory, but it helped to have those little tips on hand from my past self to my future self to aid me in that process, so that again, I wasn't just burning up brain power, relearning something I'd already done before. Number 4, I clear out my email inbox by the end of every day. Now I know some people have years worth of emails stacked up in their main inbox. But I will tell you, if you just take an afternoon to just weed out the old ones, do a good clear, do a good minimalist clean, and create some folder organization, you will be a new person starting fresh with your fresh, clean, open inbox. Now, this is important for so many reasons. First of all, decluttering your inbox is really important to make sure you don't miss any important information. Also, by holding yourself accountable to responding or filing or doing something with every email in your inbox, you will be better for your clients and you'll be more organized for yourself as well. This does not necessarily mean that you respond to emails that you're not prepared to respond to. It could be as simple as saying, I'm going to need to think on this for a couple of days. I'll get back to you. And then I just take that as a to-do item and put it in my Google Calendar, and I note to do it in a couple of days. Or I create action items in my calendar to address it over time. I think you'll find that clients appreciate that email notification that I got your email, I can't respond yet, but I will, much more than waiting 2 or 3 days for the actual answer. So your clients will very much appreciate it, and it will keep you a lot more organized. Similarly, what if it's something in the email like a document that you don't really need right now? File that where you can take it later and use it when you need it. But by all means, take that email and file the email itself away to clear out that inbox. When you start every morning with a fresh email account, ready for new information, you're going to have such a weight off of your shoulders, not having to sift through old information before getting to what's relevant. So these are just a few routines that I implemented into my life that help keep me organized and balanced and on top of my life and my work. The key is choosing routines that work for you and sticking to them. Once you stick with a routine for a few weeks, it'll become an effortless habit. You'll find it so easy, and you'll find your day will also be more organized overall. So I want to hear from you now. In the comment box below, tell me, what are some routines that you've implemented in your life? I would love to learn from you and have some more discussion on this topic. Thank you for joining me for the first episode in Tips for a Balanced Business Owner Life. I'm so glad that you're here. Please do me a favor and like this video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you're notified when new videos drop. There is a lot more where this came from. Again, my name is Christine Golden. My business is Golden Consulting.